Hi, this is a new lecture about speaking English fluently. We will talk about problems foreign learners face while speaking English. It is a second language or a foreign language or a new language for them. So for sure they will face many problems as they are learning or studying this language because it is different from their native language or mother tongue language. Here we will talk about these problems and we will see how many problems the students face here as far as we are teaching second year students, University of Muslim Syria. So here the question is about you. What do you think about these problems you face? You can talk about your personal experience or you can talk about the problems general, whether you have these problems till now or whether you overcome these problems. You need to tell me your opinion generally or about your personal experience. So who would like to talk first about these problems? Yes?
One of my problems when I speak English and I face it, I have a lack of vocabulary.
Lack of vocabulary. Good.
I don't have many vocabulary, so when I speak with anyone, native speak or person I know him, I stop it in the middle of the conversation.
In the middle you stop because you can't continue because you need vocabulary. You need many words. Okay, who can solve this problem? Who can suggest a solution for this problem? Can you suggest solution? Yes?
Reading many words and vocabulary, like 5 words a day.
So it can memorize.
Yeah. Your vocabulary, but you need to review it every time.
Very good. Another suggestion for yes, Noha?
Watching movies, in my opinion.
Watching movies also can help you.
When
Good.
you hear a song, you love it, so you remember the words.
You remember these words.
Okay, we can practice with himself, like practice in video.
Videos, making videos.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So here, the main idea he faces in speaking English is the lack of vocabulary. And you suggest some solution. I think the best solution is to memorize many words, new words, to use them in sentences, not only to memorize 5 words a day only. No, this is not enough. You need to use them in sentences. You need to speak, okay, with your partners, with your friends, with your classmates, okay? Yeah, so you can remember them. Very good.
Memorize it within context.
Good, within context. Or they will help you to do that. Okay? Another thing, as you are studying, for example, comprehension or any other thing, if you remember when we was in this lecture, we was working with synonyms.
Yes.
Synonyms help you a lot. Antonyms at the same time help you a lot. So when you remember a word, you remember a second or a third word similar in meaning. This is synonyms. Or you remember the opposites of meaning. You say big, small, old, and new. You will remember these things if they are antonyms. If they are synonyms, you can remember many things the same meaning. Okay, persuade, convince, answer, reply, and so on. Okay, this will help you a lot. Another solution for learning new words, they call it theme grouping. Theme grouping, you take a theme and you take all the words that used there. For example, you take classroom as a theme. You say the theme is classroom. How many words you can take about classroom? Teacher, student, desk, chairs, whiteboard, very good, marker, okay, books, notebooks, pen, pencils. You can develop many words by saying only what? Classroom. If you say hospital, you will say doctors, nurses, rooms, patients, okay, injections, medicine, drugs. You will talk about many words connected with this theme. The theme is hospital. So theme grouping is a very good idea to develop these words. Again, as you say, if you forget the word, you will remember the context. So if you forget a word, you will not forget the theme. You say this word is used in hospital, but I don't know. This word is used at college or at a class or at school, but you forget. Okay. So now we move from learning new vocabularies, and the last thing we talked about was theme grouping. So I want you to talk about other problems. Who would like to talk about problems? Yes?
Embarrassment, being embarrassment.
Yes.
One of the problems that we face when we speak is being shy or embarrassment.
Good.
Because that, in my opinion, that we don't have a sufficient information or enough words. Because when we speak with someone, we stop.
Stop in the middle.
Maybe grammar problems
Yeah.
or vocabulary problems.
Good.
That's why make us lose our confidence in ourselves.
Very good. So you care a lot about the sentences, whether you commit mistake or not.
Yes.
You will be thinking and speaking at the same time. You
Yes.
care a lot about these things.
Yes.
So yeah.
So and one of the problems is that we want to be perfect in the front of someone.
Very good.
That's what.
Very good.
That's why we are shy or.
Very good. Okay. Do you have a comment about being embarrassed or feel shy?
Well, in my opinion, that all of us are learners. So you are not perfect.
Of course.
It's normal to commit mistakes.
For sure.
So you
Yes.
just have to take it easy and say whatever comes to your mind.
Very
Don't
good.
think a lot because thinking and speaking are difficult both
Yes.
together.
Good. So the main idea here about being embarrassed, that you bother yourself with your mistake or with your listeners. You say, I may commit mistakes. So you will keep thinking and caring a lot more than you need about making or committing mistakes. So the result, you will commit many mistakes.
Yes.
Okay? You will feel embarrassed. Another idea Hani suggests is you want your speak to be perfect. Okay?
What to show off.
By the way, none is perfect. None is perfect. Okay? And you are doing a great job because you are learning a second language, a foreign language. Okay? So when you speak to native speaker, you are bilingual. You are speaking two languages. We call it bilingual. For this person, maybe he is native speaker of English, but he can't speak other language. So when you speak, you need to feel more confidence than the listener, the other interlocutor, the other person. Why? Because he is monolingual. He speaks only English. What about you? Speak English and Arabic. So this job, you are better than him in comparison with languages because you speak two languages. You are bilingual, but he is only monolingual. You need to feel confidence, not to feel shy. Okay? And don't care about your mistakes ever. Continue speaking. Day by day, you will correct your mistakes. Day by day, your teacher will help you to correct your mistakes. Your colleagues, native speakers, when you listen to them, you will discover these mistakes. The main idea is to complete speaking, to continue speaking, not only to correct the mistakes. No, continue speaking. Okay, if you can speak in English, no matter 1 hour, 2 hours, it doesn't matter for you, and you have many mistakes. Correcting these mistakes is easier than speaking for a long time. Some people, they really care about their mistakes, so they want to speak from the beginning, very well-defined sentences, which is impossible, because they can reach 2-3 minutes only. Otherwise, you cannot continue because they care about their grammar a lot, about the mistakes. So if they want to talk, they know, they are sure that they will commit mistakes, so they stop speaking. So the most important thing is to continue speaking, then you correct these mistakes. Yes,
And
please.
you should keep in mind that the listener doesn't care about the mistakes. He
Very
just
good.
wants to understand the main idea.
Very good, the main idea.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sir,
Good.
Let me. In the same moment, we think about not making mistakes and speaking at the same time.
At the
So,
same time, yeah. It will be double job, yeah.
Double job.
It will be double.
And even if you are not perfect in English, so what? If English is not our native language.
Very good. It is a foreign language, after all. Yes,
Yeah,
very
so
good.
It's normal to make a mistake.
Yes.
And then the important point to make the listener understood you, because that's what's important, and the listener will care about just understood what you speak, not
Yes.
your accent.
About the main idea. Very good. Okay, good. Another problem you want to talk? Yes. About listening, yes.
Catch up with a native speaker
by
when they
saving
when they
time.
speak
Yes,
when they speak
when
rapidly. Yes.
yes.
Good. This is a very good idea because usually native speakers are speaking rapidly.
Rapidly and quickly. So
Yeah.
anyone can learn English in the beginning cannot catch up with them.
With them, it will be difficult for them. Okay, you need to listen a lot. To listen on YouTube, to listen to songs, to listen, watch movies, translated or not translated, means with subtitle or without subtitle. Good. You need to compare everything with subtitle and without subtitle to see the difference. Okay, but the most important thing is to listen to something without subtitle. So you can depend on your ear to understand. Okay? And listening to music, you depend totally on your ears. Okay, but watching movies or series, no, you are double functions, your ears and your eyes. You are watching and listening at the same time, which is easier than listening only. Okay?
Listening to music can really
Good.
make you a native
Yeah.
speaker by there is a type of rapping you can listen to.
They speak rapidly. Very good.
You can
Yeah.
learn how to speak
Good.
fastly and then
Very good. Fast, not fastly, fast. Okay, so when you listen to music, you depend totally on listening. You need to listen to without the lyrics, okay, in English, the same words in English, and then with the lyrics. Okay, if you face difficulties in understanding music, it's very difficult songs, okay? So when you see the lyrics, read them, then you repeat with the singer, so it will be easy for you to use these words again. Yes? What about the problem face?
Okay. Process translation.
Translation.
Yes.
Yeah, this
Students,
is,
when
yeah.
they want to talk with native speaker, or even when they want to make a video,
Yeah,
well, they make sentences in Arabic
in
in
Arabic.
their mind,
Very good.
and then translate it into English.
Into English, very good. Okay, yes? Noha, any
In my
problem?
opinion, one of the problems that the students face when they speak to a native speaker, or even when they make a video, well, the process translation.
Translation, yes.
They make a sentence in Arabic
In their mind, very good.
and then translate it into Arabic.
Into English.
Yes,
Yes, into English.
and then
Then
say
try to say it.
it. Yes.
Say what? The translated sentence, not the sentence in English directly.
Not to make mistakes.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And this is a really
This is very difficult for them.
Yes,
Okay,
it takes time.
it takes time. Very good. So the problem is like this. We call it a grammar translation method. You think in Arabic, you make a well-defined sentence in Arabic, then you translate it into English, then you try to say the translated sentence. So I will ask a question. Can you avoid translating mistakes?
No.
So you commit maybe mistakes, okay? And it takes time. So for these two reasons, if you commit a mistake while you translate, okay, you have an idea and you say another idea. Okay, there will be misunderstanding between you and your listener. Second thing, as Duha said, it takes time. So when you take a lot of time in order to say a couple sentences, you will be again embarrassed. We go to the back for this. We will feel shy. We will feel embarrassed about this. So the solution is to think in English and to speak English directly without any interference of your native language, whether your native language Arabic or Chinese or Japanese or any native language. Think in English and speak in English. When you think and make sentences and say it directly, you are very close to speaking spontaneously, just like native speakers.
just take it easy. and don't
Very
try
good.
to-
At the beginning it will be difficult. You will say, how can I think in English and speak in English? I think in Arabic, because you used to do that. Since your childhood till now, think and speak in Arabic. So you need to develop this step by step. Think and speak in English. Yes, practicing, very good. At the beginning it will be very difficult for you, but day by day it will be very, very easy. Okay, another problem? Yes?
English structure.
Yes.
Like I know many of vocabulary and
Vocabulary and grammar.
but I can't
Make
make
sentences.
sentences. Yeah, I can make 2 or 3 sentences, but I can't continuing. So I can't speak fluency. That's the
So the problem is the structure. English structure, yeah. How to build the sentence.
I can't put the vocabulary
The vocabulary in the suitable place. Good. You need not only to study grammar, you need to understand the grammar. Not only to study, for example, a present simple. No, you need to study why should I use a present simple here. Okay? If you study where, yeah, and why. Good. So the idea is to understand the grammar, not only to learn the patterns of a grammar, to understand a grammar. You need to follow the kinds or types of sentences, at least to take the, for example, the simple sentence structure, subject and verb and complement. So once you start your sentence, the first word will be the subject. When you say the first word, you need to know how to close up the sentence directly. Put a verb and the other elements of the sentence, the complement. Then move to another sentence. Okay, if you are talking about the same subject, you are not going to use it again. You are going to refer to this subject by a pronoun. Ahmed, you will say he in the second sentence. Noor, you will say she in the second sentence. My car, you will say it in the second, and so on. Okay? If you are talking about a place, for example, you say, last year I traveled to Paris. There, you will continue. Use there instead of Paris. There is no need to repeat this, to avoid repetition. If you talk about the boys or the students, in the second sentence you will say they. So you need to know how to use the words, how to use the adjective, for example, how to use the adverb, how to use the verbs. Again, use simple structure and use then transition words. We say transition words to move from one sentence into another, okay, to make it easy for you. If you are listing, for example, time, for example, time sequence, later, then, after that, in the end, okay, to move from one sentence to another, to list the events one by one. If you want to use, for example, relation between two sentences, cause and effect, you use because of, okay, so that to introduce the result. If you are contrasting two ideas, you use despite of, in spite of, though, although, okay. Yeah, not only practice, you need to understand why should I, this is the question, why should I use this structure and not that structure? What's the difference? Very good, which place? And finally, about this idea, you need to talk about the adjective, for example, why I use adjectives. The main idea, to modify a noun. Why should I use an adverb, for example, adverb place, manner, time. Okay, here with manner you will face problems with adjectives because it's derived from the adjective. Okay, quickly. The same adjective, only add ly. So you will face a problem in speaking. Should I say quickly or quick? If you are describing a noun, quick. If you are describing the verb, quickly. So in this way you can solve the problems one by one by looking for the benefit or the reason you use this structure. Okay, so we are approaching the end, okay, of the lecture. Thank you for listening and see you in another lecture. Okay, goodbye.